We're over in r/relationship advice with a post that's over a year old by Arrow Floof. Is my misandry or his misogyny a problem? Male 32 and female 32. Me and my guy have been dating for about 7 months, and everything's great. We were having a little funny discussion about heartthrobs over the decades, and he pulled the she's crazy slash psycho card and how she's never in any committed relationship despite being in her 40s. So attractive. And I'm like, okay. I'm 32, no kids, and never married, and so is he. So by that way of thinking, am I psycho too? We squashed that because the discussion wasn't meant to be serious. For context, I've had a lot of tumultuous relationship experiences: cheating, abuse, lying, financial fraud. Most of my late 20s, I've spent healing, girl. In fact, I've done a lot of work to trust men again and to build my confidence to try dating again. He doesn't know much about it, and it's hard for me to talk about. We met through friends, so I know he's a good guy. He respects me, and he kind of pokes fun at how I don't like anything that's masculine, and I'm a princess. I laugh too. I've had to deal with comments about my marital status due to my ethnicity since I was 25, and it gets hurtful as the years go by. Girl, I'm 31, and I'm not married. His comments, she's crazy slash psycho and single, paraphrasing, hurt me and it's stuck in my head. I want him to understand where I'm coming from without getting emotional and without him taking it as I hate all men. I'm a strong, independent woman kind of way either. I've also heard it's not a good idea to tell a man about this kind of heavy baggage, especially since it's so early. This is a year ago. I'm curious if y'all are still together. Did I do my due diligence and look through her comments? Nope, nope, nope. Of course I didn't. No, I did. They like to keep their comments hidden. Yes, I remember. I had to go searching. But in reality, they also like to keep their posts hidden. So, this is a year old with only 12 comments. 7 months in, you should definitely talk about the serious things that you've been through, mostly so you can see his response to cheating, abuse, lying, and financial. Who defrauded you? I am so curious. Who hit a lick on you like that? Financial fraud. You gotta keep your hold on. You gotta keep your cards in a nice tight wallet, right? That cannot be scanned outwardly. They got the scanners built into the phones now. It's crazy. If you have an Amex card, you tapped your phone with your cards, you added it. I just seen that literally today. I was like, huh, huh, huh. It's just all a finesse. But 7 months in, no, no, it's not. It's entirely not too early. So long as you preface things appropriately and you show the growth that you've done, right, and you make it known that you won't fall for any BS like what you've been through, right? Oof, I am so sleepy. I'm sorry. My takes are not what they should be, but I don't want to wake up on a Sunday morning and do this and be crunched for editing time. So we're going to push through, right? The top comment with 4 upvotes. 4 upvotes. You've been in a relationship long enough to start sharing these things. When did you think it was a good time to start? Which OP does not reply to. And the second, the second upvote, many a truth spoken in jest. Sounds like he is definitely not a keeper. What is he doing making jokes at your personality traits? When he has not known you long enough? Yeah, I'm gonna be messing up this entire podcast episode. Oof. Wait, I completely forgot what the story was even about. Just that quick. I'm having a brain fart. right? I'm having a whole, I'm having a whole brain fart. Oh my god. Yeah, we got some deep rooted, not even deep rooted. We got some inherent biases locked into our heads here, and we should not be treating people like they're crazy and psycho if they're single in their 40s. Right, they may be beating the worst people off with a stick. They might not. They might be having troubles and issues finding the best people around them, and they might not be crazy or psycho. They might just pick poorly. They might just pick poorly. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I am cooked. Um, let's go ahead and read this long comment by a deleted user. They have 4 points. I almost said three. They have 4 points. There's a lot to unpack here. One, his comment was definitely rooted in misogyny. It doesn't mean he's a misogynist necessarily, but it's okay to tell him that you don't really appreciate that kind of rhetoric and to point out that people never say this type of thing about handsome men who are still single in their 40s. They get called silver foxes and praised for not allowing themselves to be locked down when they can still date beautiful women. Sometimes people just need to think about the language they're using and where their mindset is coming from. Oh man, I'm thinking. Oh my god, I'm thinking about what's his name from The Wolf of Wall Street. He will not stop dating 20 to 25-year-olds. Oh, good lord. He is on his predator tip. He refuses to settle down and get married. Well, I'm having a brain fart. What is his name? What is this? Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Right. Two. It's a good thing to be vulnerable with your partner and share your past experiences. I don't know where you've heard that it's not a good idea to confide in your partner, but a decent man won't freak out because you've had a negative relationship experiences. He probably has too. Both of y'all are grown, and it's inevitable in your 30s that you have some history to unpack. It's been 7 months. It's not like you just met him, right? Three, I'm not sure where misandry comes into play here. You expressing that you don't like him calling women crazy has nothing to do with hating men or thinking that anything in particular about men. It's related specifically to how he talks about women. Four, I am dying here. Help me. What's wrong with being a strong, independent woman? It sounds like you may have a little bit of internalized misogyny to address as well, which honestly, we all do, all right? We get raised societally with no choice in the matter of what we learn and what we pick up from our parents, our family members, our school teacher, other kids who have picked up things from their kids, their parents, and you just have to work on why you believe certain things, why you think things are true that you do. And that's the move. I am so tired. Moving on.